This is Andy Purewal for Boxing Social in association with Betfred, and I'm delighted to be joined by Lyndon Arthur over Zoom for the first time this year. Lyndon, how are you? How's life?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. It's good to catch up with you. I saw Frank Warren that he's doing an interview the other day saying you've just had an operation on your hands, or at least recently. Talk to me about that. How did it go?
Yeah, it was good. Good. Operation went fine. I'm just waiting for my arm to get back. I can punch a little bit now with it. I tried to spar the other day. I probably shouldn't have done, but I tried to spar a little bit, and I can't really get touched on it. Obviously, I'm getting bored of not being able to do that. But I had to stop quickly. But and I was trying, and I've got to give it a few more weeks, I think.
Do you think that also stems down to you've just had like the massive victory against Anthony Yarde, and you've got kind of in even more of a kind of a hunger about you to get back as quickly as possible?
Yeah, because obviously I had a couple of weeks off, and then I trained a little bit, but then I had to have a bit more off with the operation, a couple more weeks off with the operation. So I'm just eager to get. I also want to spar, and obviously I want to fight as well again. I want to keep the momentum going and whatnot. So probably that's why. But I didn't know harm to myself, but it just still a little bit sore, still a little bit tender. So
Now I know it's obviously difficult to do much at a minute with a pandemic and what have you, but what have you been doing during your time away from the gym?
just chilling, just spending time with my son and whatnot. Just doing little bits. Nothing major. Can't do nothing, can we? So nothing major.
Now, obviously, just with your hand and your return to the ring, Lyndon, have you got any kind of idea as to when we could expect to see you back?
Well, I'm hoping end of May. I'm hoping. God willing, my arm is 100% by then. That's when I'll be fighting.
So with that in mind then, Lyndon, do you have any idea as to who you'd like to step into the ring with first upon your return?
No, not yet. We'll see. That'll get started with my team and whatnot, and we'll move towards the world title. So
Now, I'm sure
whatever it is.
you're probably fed up of talking about the Anthony Yarde win and the potential rematch, Lyndon. But once again, I saw Frank's interview the other day where he mentioned they're looking later this year for when obviously you're back and for Anthony to return as well to have that rematch. Is that rematch still in your sights, or well, I say in your sights? Do you have any interest in that rematch rather?
It's a big fight. Again, I think probably not as big as the first one because obviously I won, but we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, I will be a world champion. That's obviously my plans going forward. But I'm not. Obviously, I'm not completely saying that's not going to happen. It probably will, but we'll see. We'll see what happens further in the year.
So I was going to say, do you feel like there is a chance if a certain opportunity presented itself to you, you'd bypass the Anthony Yarde rematch, vacate your titles, and just move on to bigger and better things?
Not bypass it, but I want to be a world champion. Do you know what I mean? We know Yard went on for Kovalev without fighting anyone from Britain and bypassed everyone like that. I use the word bypass, but I just mean he wanted to be a world champion. That's what he went and did. So it's the same thing I want to do.
With that victory, Lyndon, where do you feel it's kind of left you then in the light heavyweight scene?
In regards to the rankings,
Yeah, in regards to kind of your future and how close you feel you are to a world title opportunity?
I'm not far at all. It's probably a fight or two away, maybe three. I don't know. We'll see. I'm I'm in a good position, but I'm in no rush. But I'm nearly there. So it'll happen. It'll happen when it does. When it does, I'll be ready.
How would you judge your own development over these past couple of years, Lyndon? You've started to certainly grow kind of your profile and everybody's becoming a lot more aware of you as a boxer. How would you assess your own development over these last couple of years?
Yeah, it's good. I feel like I've gradually got better and I've done it probably the right way in regards to opponents. I mean, I probably could have fought harder opponents sooner. Like in regards to when they go 16-0 before I fought anyone that before I fought Manuel Nim. I think Manuel Nim was my seventh. No, Manuel Nim was my 16th fight, and I probably could have had harder fights before then. I believe. I've had the Emmanuel Nim fight. That was a hard fight. And I had the Dex Spellman fight. Then I had the hard fight. So from the Nim fight, I've like gone in the levels kind of thing. Obviously, Yarde was a world ranked and credible opponent. Probably, obviously, my most the most known opponent out of the lot. But yeah, I think I've done all right. I'm ranked in all the governing bodies. I'm ranked number 2 in Britain, and you know, a lot more people know me now. So I got to be doing something right.
Boxing through that yard fight with your right hand injured, Lyndon, do you feel it was another test for you that you was able to overcome, effectively being able to just use your jab? And you did throw your right hand up from times, but I'm sure not as much as what you'd have liked to. Do you feel like it was a great test for you to overcome?
Yeah, obviously, of course, you know, again, Yard was talked as like a knockout merchant. You know what I mean? He was dangerous, a dangerous fighter. He is a dangerous fighter with a dangerous puncher. You can see that by his record. Regardless of who he's faced, it's hard to knock somebody out. It's a hard task to do. As a boxer, I know that. So me to beat him how I did was, you know, it was a great thing.
Do you think with your right hand back, if you did face Anthony soon, you could get the stoppage? Because when you did land on him, you was landing clean. Did you feel like he was feeling your power?
I think he felt it enough to not just be able to think he can walk through. You know what I mean? So, and I do hit hard, regardless of what anybody, nobody can't tell me I don't. I do hit hard, and with the full belief and the full confidence in my right hand, I probably hit even harder. So, definitely, I think I can stop him. Definitely, I think.
Lyndon, how excited are you for the coming months and potential years of your career now on the back of that win, the exposure it's given you? How excited are you to see how your career will plan out from now?
I am excited. Because, like I say, I'm not too far from a world title, and 10. You know, it's mad because 10 years ago, or 2012, I did an interview, one of my first interviews on the amateur saying, they asked me, what do you see yourself in 10 years time? And I said, a world champion. That's what I said 9 years ago. So but then when you say, you think you obviously want to be a world champion, but you believe it, and you believe you can do it, but it seems like a million miles away. Do you know what I mean? Now it's not. So it's exciting for me to be able to. It's like you kind of manifested what's going to happen. You've always, you know what I mean. So it's exciting to see what happens.
How do you rank that world scene, Lyndon? You've got, Joe Smith Jr. was due to fight for the WBO title. Dimitri Bivol holds a title, and Artur Beterbiev holds a couple.
Why didn't they fight?
I believe Vlasov pulled out with he had a positive COVID test, I believe. So the fight was pulled.
All right, okay. Yeah, that's, you know, it's Bivol better be if them man killers. But, you know, it's exciting to be up there. It's exciting to be in it. You know, pretty much eventually I'm going to be in it. You're going to be putting me in the same bracket as that. So it's exciting times ahead.
Now, another name which I want to throw at you, I'm sure you've probably had it spoken about, Callum Johnson. He obviously teamed up with Frank at the beginning of this year. What did you make of that?
Don't make nothing of it. He's well done to him. He wasn't with a promoter, now he's with one of the big promoters. So,
do you think it's a fight that would interest you at all?
Of course. But like I said, I'm on my journey. He's on his journey. If we meet, we cross paths. I won a world title, so we'll see.
And Lyndon, obviously, we also got you. Just want to kind of go back to Zelfa's last fight, his victory over Kiko Martinez. What did you make of it? Because over social media certainly caused a lot of a strong reaction. Eddie Hearn after the fight said he wasn't happy with how wide the scoring was. But what did you make of it?
It's judges, isn't it? You can't tell them what they obviously thought they seen a close, not a close fight, and a lot of people did. It's a matter of opinion. I do think the fight was close, but close decisions are given. You know what I mean? And we got, if the scorecards wasn't as wide as judges made them out to be, I don't think there'd be as much, as much noise as that fight made, especially with the Josh Warrington fight straight after it as well. I think, you know what I mean? I think that one, but silenced anything that happened, but it was a close fight, and you can't. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I said this in an interview. Social media is a thing of, you have to have thick skin for it, especially in the boxing game that we're in, because if these things can happen, it's not the fighter's fault. But we're in a sport where people are allowed to say what they feel on social media and on Twitter and on Instagram and on Facebook and wherever they want to say it on. It is what it is. Move on. You get the rematch. You do your thing next time. You have to make sure now. So,
Lyndon, I know how close you guys are in that gym between yourself, Zelfa, and Pat. How did Zelfa react to it all, and how has he reacted to kind of a reaction since?
I guess he wants the rematch. He wants to make everybody probably doubts him, probably change it, I'm guessing. So,
right, so Lyndon, we will leave that there, and I'll leave you to enjoy the rest of your evening. I want to leave final word to yourself, though, ahead of your ring return later this year. What would you like to say to everybody who will continue to support and follow your journey?
Yeah, man, just continue to support me. It's exciting times ahead, so we're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna get some titles and some world titles and some big fights and some big names, and we're gonna have fun in this game. I'm gonna become a millionaire in the next couple of years. It's exciting.
Lyndon, I look forward to continuing to follow your journey, and I hopefully have some fight news for you soon. Obviously, once your hand is better. Best of luck with the recovery and kind of getting back into the gym, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social.
No danger, kid.